Hello, welcome to our National Parks Business Plan Internship Info session. We're so glad you found us. My name is Stephen. I'm the lead for the Business Management Group of the National Park Service. And so we work to strengthen the long-term health of our national parks by helping leadership teams make strategic decisions based on data and analysis. I'm here with my colleague Sydney. We're excited to talk to you about one of our favorite parts of our job, the business plan internship. Sydney, I'll let you introduce yourself and we'll take it away.
Hi, everyone. I'm Sydney, and I'm a management analyst with the Business Management Group. I came into the Park Service as well through the Business Plan internship. I did it in 2022 at the Blue Ridge Parkway in Asheville, North Carolina. Really excited to get to chat a little bit more about this today.
Thanks, Sydney. I also came in to the National Park Service through the Business Plan Internship, or BPI as we'll call it. I did my internship in the summer of 2015 at Mammoth Cave National Park in Kentucky as I was studying public policy. So we're really excited about this program and excited to offer it in partnership with Purposeful Growth Institute. We work closely as an excellent example of a public-private partnership. So let's get into it.
All right, this info session is organized around answering the following four questions. What is the National Park Service? What is the Business Plan internship? What makes a good BPI consultant? And how do I apply? We also want to let you know that NPS and Purposeful Growth Institute will be holding a series of additional live virtual sessions and other web-based info sessions throughout the fall. You can always find an up-to-date schedule and blog posts at purposefulgrowth.org. So if you're here, I would imagine you're familiar with the general concept of national parks, but maybe less familiar with the agency that manages them. The National Park Service is a mission-driven land management agency that's been preserving our natural and cultural resources for over 100 years. Shown here is our mission, taken directly from the Organic Act that established the Park Service in 1916. The mission shapes the decisions that we as an agency make every day. We host approximately 300 million visitors each year and manage an annual budget of more than $2 billion. So the National Park Service includes 433 sites, and it covers more than 84 million acres. You can see from this map that there are NPS sites all around the country, ranging from national parks like Yosemite and the Grand Canyon, and national monuments like Devil's Tower, to battlefields at Gettysburg and national historic sites like the Clara Barton House. It's a wide range, and it reflects the scale of the mission of the Park Service, preserving landscapes, ecosystems, and histories.
All right, let's get into a little bit more detail about the National Parks Business Plan Internship. So essentially, the BPI program is an internal management consulting service for the national parks. You'll act as consultants in some of the most beautiful and important sites in our country. And each summer, our consultants are selected from top graduate schools in business, public policy, environmental management, and related fields to work in 2 or 3 person teams and help solve some of these parks' most pressing challenges. Primary goal of the program is to promote the long-term health of our national parks and improve data-informed decision-making and strategic management. The work that you all do as BPI consultants helps to inform key management decisions on very real, very timely projects and help us continue to improve our operations. We also aim to attract talented and passionate people into the Park Service full-time. As Sydney and I both mentioned, we came in through the Business Plan Internship Program, and all participants in the program will get direct hire authority upon completion, which will allow you to join us full-time. So thinking about how we prepare you for the summer, we do ask a lot of our interns. These are high profile projects with a lot of leadership interest in the outcomes. But we do a lot to prepare you and support you to provide a valuable summer. So on our side, on the National Park Service side, we will work with parks on the project selection and then the kind of the scoping and vetting of those projects to make sure we are choosing the best projects for you to work on. We then also work to match you up with match the selected consultants up with the best possible projects for their skills and interests. So a little project matching happens there. Throughout the summer, then we participate in training and mentoring. We serve as both the trainers at our project launch kickoff sessions, the first week of the internship, as well as project managers and mentors over the course of the summer. So what do these projects look like? It could take a number of forms. Largely, these are all kind of in the strategic planning realm. We're trying to help parks do what they're doing more efficiently and more effectively. That could look like targeted commercial services analyses, operational strategies, partnerships analyses, and much, much more. So each summer, we take on a number of different projects on different focuses. All called the business plan internship program, but often these get a lot more detailed and focused than your traditional kind of widespread business plan. As an example, you can see the projects we worked with in 2026. These were the project locations. We were fortunate to work with 5 great project sites this last year at locations all across the country. Every team got to experience an environment unique to their site, from the beaches of Cape Hatteras to the scenic wild river of Upper Delaware, peaceful pastoral landscapes of Cuyahoga Valley, and the mountainous lakes of Glacier, as well as the urban setting of Golden Gate National Recreation Area. So I'm not going to hit on the details of these projects too much, but tune in to PGI throughout the course of this hiring cycle for opportunities to hear more about what past BPI consultants have done, and they can tell you more about what these projects entailed. Now, I want to make clear that it's not all hiking and time outdoors. So starting this off with a picture of what your typical cubicle might be over the course of the summer. You'll find yourself doing quantitative and qualitative analyses, and you are working in an office-based setting. But that said, you'll have plenty of time to get outside, experience the resources of a national park site, try on lots of different hats, both physical and metaphorical, do some kind of synthesis on the insights you've learned, and eventually present out to a leadership team and potentially regional and Washington leadership. All that, and at the end of the 11 weeks, you'll be able to celebrate in a successful summer, and we'll be able to celebrate you and the great work you've done for our National Park Service.
So this is a unique internship, and it's also a challenging one. You'll be working in teams of 2 to 3 people. You might work in a remote location and have imperfect data. You'll have to deal with the realities and complexities of government policies, and you're also helping to drive change in a large organization. So what makes a good BPI consultant? Well, when we talk about passion for the NPS and its mission, that doesn't mean that you have to be a Park Service junkie or a wilderness expert to be a good fit for the program. We manage sites big and small of natural and cultural importance all over the country. We want to make sure that we're fulfilling our responsibility to act as stewards for these important places and stories. And so we look for people who care about passing them on to future generations, whether it's something like Yellowstone, our first national park, or one of our newer civil rights parks. What else makes a good consultant is someone who is passionate, entrepreneurial, and analytical. Strong interpersonal skills are also key. Our consultants spend a lot of time interviewing park staff that come from a variety of different disciplines. Excellent written and oral communication skills are critical. Our teams must synthesize their findings into formal reports, and almost all teams will facilitate meetings with staff and present their findings to senior leadership. Our best consultants combine these skills and bring flexibility and humility. This is a look at our consultant class from 2026 with our park-based project champions during our project launch and orientation. This year, we held training at Olympic National Park in Washington State. A couple of details about the consultants and the cohort. We had 11 consultants doing 5 projects. A variety of graduate programs were represented, including MBAs, Masters of Public Policy, Masters of Environmental Management and Sustainability, and multiple candidates who were doing dual degrees. Students were from Dartmouth, Berkeley, Harvard, Rochester, Michigan, Notre Dame, and Yale. So as we wrap up, we want to cover the basic details of the program, some requirements, logistics, compensation, and how to apply. So a few other requirements include that you must be a US citizen. You also must be a full-time graduate student with an anticipated graduation date of fall 2027 or later. You must have at least 2 years of professional full-time work experience, and you must be available for all dates of the program. In 2027, the program will run from June 5th through August 20th.
All right, a little bit more on logistics. As I mentioned, there is a 1 week project orientation where we launch these projects off. You'll meet with project champions from park sites and then get off to your parks. So that first week of orientation will be June 5th to June 11th. Then you'll have 10 weeks at your project site, concluding August 20th. You'll be in teams of 2 to 3, and you'll have an on-site project champion who serves as your client from that project site. You'll also have an MPS project manager from the business management group, which is again where Sydney and I come into play. We will serve as your project managers, or someone from our team will. Now let's talk about compensation. You are compensated. This is a paid internship. It's $900 per week, so $9,900 total. You also receive housing with an average value of around $3,000, often in park housing or other housing nearby the park site. You'll be reimbursed for travel to and from both the project launch and the project site, and access to vehicle for work-related travel while you are spending time in the park. Also, some per diem work-related travel that will be covered during training and as you are doing work-related responsibilities if you have to travel during the summer. And then again, you have eligibility for direct hire into the MPS. And most importantly, you get life in the MPS for a summer, an amazing experience to experience our national parks, some of our greatest places up close and personal throughout the summer. So to apply, you'll want to stay tuned to Purposeful Growth Institute. The initial resume and application questionnaire are due December 2026. Final round live interviews take place January and February with our team, and project placements are made after the cohort is finalized. So bookmark the website there, purposefulgrowth.org/BPI, for more information.
Thanks again for joining us. As one last reminder, check out the Purposeful Growth Institute website for the dates of live sessions. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.